So we'll start with a brief check-in, and if you want to use a stick to initiate that, you can. Eyes can stay open or you can close them. Let's just start by feeling our feet. If you have shoes on, feeling them within your shoes, feeling them under your feet and around your feet. If you are shoeless, just feeling your feet in contact with the floor beneath you. Thinking about the maybe 4 pressure points, one on each side around the ball of the foot, and then one on each side around the heels. Maybe you'll feel it elsewhere in your toes, but really supporting the weight between those 4 pressure points in your feet. Feeling your weight distributed fairly equally from right to left. And if you'd like to use your breath to hone in on those pressure points, you can do that. And then we'll just gently work our way up to the lower leg and maybe just gently feeling ourselves rock forward and backward a little bit just to kind of activate the muscles below the knee. Just kind of feel them engage with a little bit of sway. And if you want to do a little bit of right to left, you can do that. And then moving up into the thighs, gently contracting and relaxing the muscles of the thighs. And the same thing as we work our way up into our hips. And we can feel the outside of the hips engage by way of what's happening in our feet. So as I engage the outside of my hips, I can kind of have this sensation of feeling like my feet want to try and spread apart. They won't, but you can kind of feel that tension start to become present in your feet as you engage the muscles of the hips. And then gently moving up into the pelvis and the lower abdomen, maybe tilting our pelvis forward and backward, tucking your tailbone and then releasing it. Nothing too extreme, just enough to bring your awareness to that area. Then moving up into the middle part of the torso, simply engaging with your breath, feeling your diaphragm, allowing your lungs to expand as you inhale, and feeling the diaphragm contract a little bit as you start to exhale. Starting to feel the lower edge of the ribs open up as well to accommodate the lungs. And then moving up into the upper torso and the shoulders. Again, you can contract and relax muscles. Maybe feel yourself depress your shoulders or raise and lower the shoulders. And then moving into the upper arms on both sides, from the shoulders to the elbows, again, contracting and relaxing gently. And then same thing from the elbows down to the wrists and into the hands and fingertips. Maybe spreading and relaxing the fingers, flexing and extending at the wrist. Bringing our attention back to our head and our neck. moving your jaw. If you want a head tilt or head turn, engage the muscles of the face. Let's just take a few more moments on your own if you need to readdress any area that we just attended to. One more easy breath. And then after that exhale again, continue to stand tall. We're just going to allow ourselves to hinge forward. If you have the stick, you feel those 3 points of contact. If you don't have the stick, you're going to rely on the stretch that you feel in your legs. The straighter your back, the better you'll feel that stretch, and just going close to parallel and coming back up. Slowly, smoothly, going at your own pace. Maybe one more time. And then still just gently standing, we're just with both legs, you're just going to gently pulse up and down, flexing the hips, the knees, and the ankles, maintaining that good alignment in our spine. Two or three more of those pulses. We'll bring our attention to our shoulders. With the right hand, we'll pretend we have a tray on our palm. And we're going to keep that palm up, and we're going to raise it up and forward, and then out and around and behind. And you can engage your body as much as you want, keeping the palm facing to the ceiling, bringing it over the head, and then out in front of you, and then lowering it to come under your armpit. And then repeating that one more time, keeping that palm up. Trying to create a bigger range of motion the second time around. Very good. And then we'll change to the left arm. Same thing. Up and forward. Then swinging out. And then behind. Reaching back. Coming above our head. And then out to the front. Under the armpit. And once again. Trying to extend that range of motion as much as you can. All the way under the armpit. And after that second time, you can just shake it loose. We're just going to step side to side. Feeling that balance on each step. And then as we're stepping side to side, we're going to slowly turn our bodies in a clockwise direction. And once you've felt or have completed a full revolution, then we're going to reverse direction and go counterclockwise. So again, this can be fast stepping or slower, it doesn't matter, large or small. Once you go full direction one way, then just reverse that direction. Feeling that balance with each step. And once you've completed a full revolution, we'll call ourselves a little bit ready. If you need more time for prep, then go ahead and take it. We're going to do another add-on today, and we're going to start on the floor. The first two will be on the floor, so we'll spend some time on the floor on our backs. We're going to start by doing a same side dying bug touch. Okay, so it'll be right hand to right foot, left hand to left foot, keeping our arms and legs as straight as we can. And we'll start in about 15 seconds. Starting in about 5 seconds. Get nice and easy. 2, 1, and here we go. Trying to keep the elbow and the knee as straight as we can. Reaching right to right and left to left. Inhaling, exhaling. Coordinate that breath with your movement. 15 more seconds. Three, 2, and 1. Stay there. We're going to repeat that same movement, and then we'll add a hip roll to it. Hip roll is just bringing one leg up in a straight position and rotating it over the midline of your body. But we'll go back to the dying bug touch first. Starting in 5 seconds. In 2, 1. Here we go. Again, take your time. This will be the most repeated movement. Twenty seconds left. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Hip rolls. You can spread your arms out to the side, kind of making a T shape with your arms and your body. And then we'll take a straight leg hip roll from there, starting in 10 seconds. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Twenty seconds left. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. We stay on the floor. We'll do each of those again in succession, and then when we get up, we'll grab our sticks for the third movement. Same side dying bug touch. We'll start in 10 seconds. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. 15 seconds left. Three, two, and one. Staying on the ground for hip rolls. We'll be getting to our feet after this one. All right, here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Stay relaxed. Keep your breath moving in and out. 15 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Rolling to one side. Bring yourself to your feet. Grabbing our sticks. We're going to hold our sticks at shoulder height. We're going to press to the center, then we're going to press or extend the stick away and then pull it back, okay? As we press to the center, starting in 10 seconds. In 2, 1, and here we go. Press to the center of the stick, then extend away and pull back. Always pressing to the center, applying as much pressure as you can. You're the only one who knows how hard you're doing that. That's fine. 3 points of contact through our spine. Twenty more seconds. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. If you want a drink, go ahead and grab it, and then we'll make our way to the floor again. We'll start from the beginning on our backs, doing each of those 3, and then we'll add the number 4 movement. We'll start in 15 seconds. Same side dying bug touch, starting in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. 20 seconds left. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. And we stay on our back. Hip rolls will be next. We'll start in 10 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. 20 seconds left. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Coming onto our feet, grabbing our sticks. Make sure I see some heads coming up before we get started. Again, we're pressing to the center of the stick as we extend the stick away and then pull it back. Pressing to the center. We'll start in 10 seconds. Good vertical alignment with your spine. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. Pressing to the center and then extending and pulling that stick. Fifteen more seconds. 3, 2, and 1, and relax. This same movement here, but we're going to pull from the center of the stick this time. So instead of pushing to the center, we're going to pull from the center, extending that stick away and then pulling it back to our bodies. Starting that process in 5 seconds. In 2, 1. Here we go. As we pull from the center, it looks like the same movement, but it feels very different internally. Again, we don't want to shrug our shoulders. Keep those shoulders relaxed and drawn down. Twenty seconds left. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. If you need a drink, grab it. We go back to the floor, starting from the beginning, and then we'll add the fifth element, which, if you want, will require some handheld weights. On our backs for the first 2 movements. All right, here we go. Starting in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, let's begin. Twenty seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. We stay on our back. Hip rolls will be next. Starting in 10 seconds. Straight leg hip rolls, as straight as you can keep your legs. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Fifteen more seconds. Three, 2, and 1. Rolling onto our side, coming to our feet, grabbing our sticks. Pushing and pulling that stick away from and back toward our body as we push to the center of the stick. Starting in 5 seconds. In 2, 1. Here we go. Fifteen more seconds. Three, 2, and 1, and relax. Same movement. This time we're just pulling from the center instead of pressing to the center. We'll start in 5 seconds. Pulling from the center. 2, 1, and here we go. Twenty seconds left. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, either empty hands or with weight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to step to one side, and then the opposite hand is going to come over. I'm going to lean in the direction I'm stepping and then reach across my body or over my head. I'm going to come back, step to the other side, and do the same thing. So maybe a little lighter weight the first time to get a feel for it. You'll have a couple opportunities to do it again. We'll start in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. Again, feel the movement first before you get too aggressive. Get a feel for what it's going to be like, and then you can start progressing from there, increasing your range of motion, the length of that step. If you want to make it a lunging step, you can do that. 15 more seconds. Three, two, and one. Grab a drink if you need it. We go back to the floor and begin again, adding the sixth element. Same side dying bug touch to begin. Okay, we'll start in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. "15 seconds left. Five more seconds. 2, 1, and recover. Straight leg hip roll. We'll start in 10 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. "15 seconds left. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and roll up onto your feet. Grabbing our sticks once again. Pushing to the center of the stick as we extend and pull the stick away from and to our bodies. We'll start that process in 10 seconds. Pushing to the center, starting in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. "20 more seconds left in this movement. Five more seconds. 2, 1, and relax and recover. Same global movement. We're just going to pull from the center of the stick this time. Start in 10 seconds. Pulling from the center. All right, here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Twenty more seconds. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Grabbing handheld weights if you'd like. We're going to sidestep and lean with an overhead reach. And you can experiment with the weight now that you know what it's like. If you want to go a little heavier, you can. Or extend that range of motion a little bit further. See what you want to do with it. Okay, we'll start in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. Twenty seconds left. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, the next element will be a split squat. As we do that, we're going to alternately reach down with one arm and the other towards the floor. So we'll do it with each leg forward. Pick which leg you want to start with, and then we'll just do the other side. So we'll start in 10 seconds, with or without weight in hand. Starting in 5, 2, 1, here we go. Again, as we lean, we're trying not to lean forward. We're just reaching from side to side ever so slightly. Just dropping that back knee down to the floor. Fifteen more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Step it out in the place you're in. We'll repeat it with the legs switched. Starting in 10 seconds. In 5 seconds. 2, 1, here we go. Twenty seconds left. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Grab a drink. We'll do one more round. So we'll start on the ground for this last time through. And we'll add the seventh element. We'll start in 20 seconds. Same side dying bug touch starting in 10 seconds. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Twenty more seconds. 10 left. 3, 2, and 1. Straight leg hip rolls will be next. Excuse me. Okay, we'll start in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. Fifteen left. 5 more seconds. 2, 1, and roll over. Push yourselves up onto our feet, and we'll grab our sticks. Starting in 10 seconds. Pushing to the center. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Twenty seconds left. Five more seconds. 2, 1, and relax, shake it loose. Same movement, pulling from the center this time. Okay, we'll start in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. 15 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Grabbing handheld weights if you like, side step with overhead lean and reach. Again, just the weight accordingly for yourselves. Starting in 10 seconds. Starting in 5, 2, 1. Here we go. 20 seconds left. 5 more seconds. 2, 1, and recover. Split squat, alternating reach to the floor. Again, just decide which foot is forward. We'll do each time with one foot forward. Again, we're trying to drop that back knee as low as we can as we reach from one side to the other. All right, we'll start in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. Under control though. Finding that sweet spot between how well you can balance and manage that position, and then extend your range of motion. Twenty more seconds. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Step it out. Switching the feet, we'll do it again. Starting in 10 seconds. Starting in 5 seconds. 2, 1. Here we go. Fifteen more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Weights down, grabbing our stick one final time. This is the movement, alternating diagonal chop. So I'm coming down on one side, up, and then swinging down on the other side. You can either do it loose or you can press to the center of the stick as you do it. Your choice. Starting in 10 seconds. Starting in 5 seconds. 2, 1. Here we go. either applying pressure on the stick or not. Try to get full range of motion, keeping those feet loose to let your hips turn, bending at the hips, the knees, and the ankles to lower the hips down as you chop. A lot of stuff happening here. 20 more seconds. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Grab a drink if you want it. We'll use our stick to initiate our recovery. Just kind of move around your space. Pick up your feet, pick up your knees. Redistribute that blood as well as you can. All right, taking a nice wide grip on the stick. 3 points of contact. We're going to raise that stick up, taking it as far behind as we comfortably can without letting the knee or the knees, letting the elbows bend. Holding it where you'd like, feeling that stretch, and then bringing it forward and down. We'll repeat that either with the hands there. If you want to inch them a little closer to the center, then you can repeat. Bringing your hands closer will make it more extreme. And then back, down in front. And then one more time, however you want to have your arms situated. Bring them back up and behind. And then down in front. Shake it loose. With the arms up, the feet a little wider. We're just going to gently lean as far as we can from one side to the other. And then maybe pausing at the end range, just try to feel that spot a little bit before you go back to the other side. One more time to each side. And then we'll allow that stick to come in front. Step it out. Keeping the hands maybe just outside the width of your body. Stick down in front. You can feel it just gently grazing the front of your thighs. We're just going to do shoulder rolls forward and backward. Again, without disturbing the alignment of the spine, we're not arching the back or craning the neck. Just trying to roll the shoulder blades on the ribs. One more time in each direction. Then we'll raise the stick to the level of the shoulders and continue those shoulder rolls. Keeping the elbows straight. Don't have to lock out the elbows, not hyperextend. Just keeping them straight. One more time in each direction. And then down, shake it loose. And then as we did with the side lean, we'll widen the feet again. This time, instead of going over the top, we're going to pivot and turn and swing that stick up as high as we can and far back as we can. Then bring it down to the center, and we're going to pivot and rotate to the other side. So you'll feel this all the way through your hips. We're going to open up the spine. We'll let ourselves extend through the spine to let that stick glide. You can expand the width of your hands on the stick to increase your range of motion as well. Open yourself up. Let's do one more to each side. And then stepping it out. Keeping that stick close to your body, then we'll just let it glide down the legs as far as we comfortably can. If you get it past the knees, if you want to bend your knees a little bit to take it lower, you can. And then we'll glide it right back up. And this time, without bending the knees, we'll let that stick glide down again, feeling it go right against our legs the whole way down. And then bringing it right back up again. And then we'll do it a third time with either choice, either with a slight bend in the knees or keeping the knees straight. And when you come up into that straight arm or leg position, straight tall, reaching overhead with a big inhale. And as we exhale, bring it down in front. When the stick is touching your legs, you should be done with your exhale, which also means that we'll be done for today.